Hello, Mr. Randy Duck, and welcome back for another giveaway video. This time giving away the Tier 7 American Medium Premium Tank, the T23 E3. Now, all you need to do to enter this giveaway is leave a comment in the comment section with exclamation mark duck, followed by your gamer tag and which console you play on. So again, all you need to do to enter is leave a comment with exclamation mark duck, followed by your gamer tag and which console you play on. I will then doing the draw on the 20th of this month, and I will let you know, the winner by responding to the comment, and we can get that giveaway to you. So yeah, that's it for how you do to enter the giveaway. I've got 3 replays in the tank, so you can see what you could potentially win. And yeah, let's just get to it. Okay, let's get to it then. So we're on Arctic region. Now this tank, a little bit about it, it has pref matchmaking, so at worst you're only going to see tanks which are 1 tier higher than you. It has a decent hit pool and very good mobility, and it has a rapid fire little pea shooter, so low alpha, very quick rate of fire. And the only real downside to the tank is its low penetration of 140 on the standing rounds, which is why I've got full premium with 190 penetration. But other than that, it's a tank which I really enjoy, and yeah, it's a great little tank actually, and it makes a nice change sometimes playing something with the pref matchmaking, knowing that you're always going to be in a decent lobby. So we've noticed that a lot of our team has gone the opposite side of the map, down the sort of hill you can see on the mini map, and I've pushed up to try and spot a few tanks, knowing that I'm going to have a lot of guns looking for where I'm aiming basically, and hopefully I might be able to get a bit of assistance damage by spotting these tanks. So we are in the top tier lobby, so we're going to be able to hopefully do some good work here. So we poked up, we got an initial sort of 700 odd assistance and about 800 damage. We've noticed, like I say, we are very heavy on the other side of the map, and we've taken the fun police out of the game. So we're going to move forward now and try and take advantage of our guns. I swapped to the mini-map because I want to know if anything's going to sort of poke around above me, and I wanted to have intel quickly on the exact sort of whereabouts of the enemy team. But I will sort of swap between the maps as we go, just so I can see, like I say now, wanting to know what's going on behind me. Because that's the main danger where I am now, is if I get shot from the other side from behind. At the moment our heavy tank and medium are keeping these tanks at bay, and we've seen this Leo, so we're going to try and get punishing, because like I say, the Leo is the threat to me. If they start, if he starts paying attention and I get lit, that could be the real problem. Once we've gotten rid of that Leo, then I'm going to have quite a lot more freedom here, and this position will become quite strong, because I'll be able to poke up and get shots like that into this SU and keep the enemy team lit up. You know, you see we've already picked up 1,000 assistance, 1,000 damage, so we've had a decent start to this game. I sense that I'm possibly able to move in now. I potentially want to move in if I can and take out that Black Prince, but then stuff on the top of the hill gets spotted, and then we need to take care of this as quick as we can. Unfortunately, this Leo's caught out in the open. The same with this VK. He pokes back down into cover, and now I'm going to make my play as my team advance to try and take care of this Black Prince, because I'm going to put the Black Prince in an awkward situation. And now I've got easy side shots on the Black Prince, and obviously the Black Prince is not in a great situation now. We did take a shot off this TD. Like I say, we get one in there. We're trying to push them back, and then we spotted the Czech Tiger. So that is a tank. Obviously, it's got a rapid fire machine gun on itself, but obviously we have got a good position to be able to get shots in. Once I've taken this Black Prince out, I'm not going to have to worry about getting a shot on the side, and now we can just pay our full focus onto this Tiger and try and get shots in as he tries to run away. And it's kind of in a sitting duck position there. You see the reload of this gun, and this is a situation the tank excels at when you're able to keep firing that machine gun, because obviously you have the low alpha, so it does take a little bit of time to build up your damage, but also you can build it up pretty quickly because you'll see that rate of fire is so strong. And this game is the first game here has been a bit of a whitewash. Only 2 tanks remaining now. But we've had a decent game. We had 3,000 damage, 2,000 assistance, so it's a 5k combined at tier 7, so it's not too bad. We're going to try and get a few shots into the last remaining light tank, but I suspect, by looking at how many teams we've got chasing down on him, that it's unlikely that I'm going to be able to get any more shots before he gets taken out, as it turns out to be the case. But that is it for the first replay. We do have 2 more replays to come, so let's just see how we got on, and then we'll move on to the next replay. We got 5 kills, 1 shot at the top gun, 3,000 damage, 2,000 assistance, the ace tanker, the high caliber, and that brings us then to the first replay of the video. Okay, so on to the second replay. We are on Westfield Assault, and we are top tier again, 1 fun place on either side, and we're going to try and push up to see if we can get any shots, any punish on the cross. Obviously, like I say, it does have decent mobility, this tank. It does struggle when you start to climb a hill with like the train resistance. Maybe I should chuck on off-road driving on the crew, but to be honest with you, I've just put any odd crew in there at the moment, just so I can get some videos in the giveaway tank. And we're going to see what we can do. Hopefully maybe some stuff gets spotted out. Maybe I light a tank, light something crossing in an ideal scenario, and then we're able to get some punish. You know, set up for good punish on the cross. So you see our light tank is pushing down there aggressively, so I'm hoping that something is going to get detected to allow us to get some early damage into the game. So this light tank gets spotted and we get 1 shot in, but then we notice there's other light tanks are sort of full send. We are detected here, our 6th sense has gone off, but we're not detected, which is kind of making me think, is there actually any TDs on, you know, who's made the cross, because no one actually tried to shoot us when we're lit in the open there. So we're now going to, you know, we obviously need to get rid of this light tank, because is this going to be a nuisance, keep us spotted there? We can't have him running around like that. Looks like he's in, you know, I'm not too sure what the plan is here, if I'm honest, but we should be able to get the kill here. We miss a shot, but it gets put in the 1, and we then take him out, getting rid of that light tank. Now, I suspect that a lot of the enemy team are sort of playing 1-2 on the sort of the heavy side, if you like. So what I want to do is clear this side out as quickly as I possibly can, so that I can get underneath the ridge and then start to get damage in. But I need to make sure this area is clear so we can win this as soon as possible. And here we go. We spot this SU. Now, obviously, this SU does hit hard, and we need to get rid of the SU as quick as we can, because I want to get under the ridge where the medium is on our right, and then we can start dealing with the heavies on the other side of the map. One of the SU-152 tries to cross, so I know there can't be a lot of tanks there. It's probably just these 2 DDs, the fact that he's running. We do manage to set him on fire, which is nice, that bonus bit of damage. And now it's this SU-152 in front of us. Now I really want our friendly light tanks and mediums on down that 9 line to make the push, so we can take this tank out as quickly as we can. Like I say, then we can start to move on to where the rest of the damage is. I don't want to be held up here, because we're outnumbered on the other side. Unfortunately, I do have to take the shot off the SU, but now he's getting taken out, we're able to then make our push and, you know, try and get underneath this ridge is where I want to be before our, you know, our friendly tanks down the sort of 2-3 line. We need to go over there and support them, because obviously they are outgunned. That's where the most of the enemy force now is. But once you're taking this ridge, you're going to be right behind them, and you're going to be able to get shots into them. So that's why it's important. You know, I wanted to win it fast, basically, when I knew we had the overmatch on the enemy team. So we've got this Chiri, you know, we're not going to struggle to take that out. Chiri gets taken out. And then we've got, unfortunately for this, there's a stock Tiger caught right in the open, right in our gun line. And we are just going to sit here and just rock back and forwards and try and get these shots in. Especially now we've got undetected. We've just got to take this Tiger out. Unfortunately for the Tiger, he's caught in a... He's not in a good position now. Unfortunately, we bounced a kill there, but it does get shut down by our friendly tank anyway. We go for a shot onto the Emil. We're sort of collapsing in on the enemy team now, starting to take away their map control. You see this IS, you know, is getting heavily punished for being up on top of that ridge. We do get a nice one into the ammo rack, but we're trying to get another one in, see if we can potentially detonate that rack, but we don't quite manage to do that. Obviously, it does have quite a low alpha caliber of gun, but we're able to move in now. We've got sort of 3,000 damage. Very decent, very decent game at the moment. We'd like to try and get more out of it. We're half health just because we get that big nasty shot off that tank destroyer, but we've still got enough hit points to make this push. We're going to try and get underneath this hill. We've obviously got the cap pressure on as well, so the enemy team might start to make more aggressive positions. We've got this VK here. I'm trying to just out-trade him 1-for-1. Obviously, he's in the lower tier tank. Just trying to use my hit points. Unfortunately, then I started to get shot by some more tanks on the left, and that's kind of put me in an awkward situation where I can't sit there keep farming. I've got unfortunately, I don't have the hit points for that luxury now, so I want to make sure I don't throw my tank away. So I'm going to get behind this cover, use the houses, and I'm going to have to be, look for more opportunity moments now to get my gunfire in, because obviously if this heavy tank's full sends me, it's going to be a problem. Obviously I do have guns supporting me. They managed to get behind this 50 TP's got behind to cover, so I'm going to shoot the cover out the way, and now we're able to try and get these shots in where he's not paying attention to us, and how quickly this gun fires. We're able to keep getting these shots in. We're hoping we might be able to pick up the kill. We put him on a 1, and we do manage to pick up that kill. There's only 2 tanks remaining now. One of these Dreadnought. We missed that shot. We're going to make sure we hit the second. And now there's only 1 tank left. He's on the other side of the map. And to be honest, as much as I'd love to go over there and kill him, we're going to stay in the cap, so that's not going to be possible. But that brings us an end for the second replay, and we have 1 more replay to go. So let's just see how we did in this second replay. We've got 3 kills, 4,000 damage, 500 assistance, the ace tanker, the high caliber, and that brings us an end. So let's just move on quickly, and I'll see you in a minute for the third and final replay. Okay, so here we are for the final replay on prop. This time we are bottom tier. There's 1 fun police on either team, but there is no light tanks in this game. So hopefully that's going to make things a little bit easier. I might be able to pick up a little bit more assistance by playing the middle ridge. So we're going to go over to the ridge and try and make use of our gun depression. Obviously playing there, we do have to be careful of the artillery of the fun police. And if we are detected for too long, then obviously we're going to need to move. And just try and make yourself a little bit different, but a little bit more harder to actually get taken out, because obviously Proc is a big open map, and playing this position here, you do run the risk of getting hit by the artillery, but also it's kind of a key position, especially when you've got no light tanks in the game. You need to keep the enemy team lit. But as I know, I will be the first person detected, and you can see here I have just been targeted. I need to move, because quite clearly it's obvious that the fun police is aiming at me. This is the sort of thing you need to be aware of. So I'm just trying to move until that shot's come in. And there you go, the shot come in, it missed. We now know we've got a little bit longer to try and play that ridge until the artillery reloads, and hope that maybe they turn their focus onto someone else. But we've got a lot of presence down the 1-2 line, so it's important I keep things lit up, because there's always a good chance I can pick up a lot of assistance if I do. As there was a prime example, we spotted a heavy tank crossing, and straight away we picked up 1,000 assistance, because we have a lot of guns there, and obviously they need tanks to shoot, because we are really the only one on our team who's sort of taking this middle ridge. So I do want to try and stay alive, keep the pressure, keep the enemy team lit up, so that my friendly team's got things to shoot. So I'm looking to try and spot that 1-2 line if I can. I did actually spot the Centurion down the bottom there, but again I've got detected, my 6th sense has gone off. I'm not targeted yet, but I'm just moving just in case the fun police is aiming in on me. But I suspect he might now be aiming down the 1-2 line, because I haven't been detected there for a little while, and obviously they did miss the first shot, so I'm hoping that maybe they might pay their attention for elsewhere. If we do see the artillery shoot, it's important just to try and work out where the tracer had come from, because then you can got an idea about the bearings. And sometimes on proc, if we're out in the open, you can actually blind fire where they are, and you might be able to pick up a kill. So we spotted this Centurion. We're working with him get shots. We're trying to use this ridge, as this rock in front of us, as a little bit of protection, to just cut off some of the line of sight. We're getting a couple in the Centurion. We're going to back down now, because we don't want to expose ourselves on the ridge for too long. because obviously we are going to be a sitting target if we're exposing ourselves. So it's important to keep sort of, you know, your wear and tear. Fun police went for us again. We did manage to avoid a second shot, thankfully. And again, I want to keep the targets lit down to 1-2 because I know that's where I'm going to be picking up my assistants, and obviously I need to make sure they get punished. This grenade is crossed in the open, so we have easy side shots. So I was getting a few good shots in there. Kind of chance of being out, expose myself for quite a bit of time, but I wanted to get the damage into that tank. You see here, we're not letting our shots fully aim in, mainly because we're just limiting our exposure on this ridge. That's why we're rocking backwards and forwards. And like I said, I'm not going to sit there and aim in a shot, especially for something which fires so quickly as this anyway. I just want to keep that gun going and expose myself for as little as possible. It's still a pretty even game. You know, we picked up 2,600 damage. We haven't quite managed to, assistance. We've got about 800 or 1,000 damage of our own. A lot of our damage is probably going to come end game. Once a lot of tanks are being a bit cleared up. At the start, it's just about keeping them detected and just picking up the assistance from our team. I know at later game it'll be when there's less tanks, will be my opportunity to get the damage in. We are going to try and take this one shot out though. Unfortunately, we do bounce aside there, and yeah, we're hoping we're going to get another opportunity, and we do. We managed to take out a tank, which is nice. And then it's back to 11 versus 11. We're just seeing the artillery shoot there. So he's actually potentially out in the open if he does get detected. Unfortunately, I don't really have the opportunity to blind fire. We know the Centurion was around here somewhere, so we're just trying to blind fire him, and we do get one shot in. We're going to keep chancing it if we're not detected. But unfortunately, I think he's moved now because I wasn't able to hit any more shots in. We did get one blind fire in at least. And now again, it's still pretty even. You know, this game, you know, is certainly far from won. But you know, we managed to keep all our hit points at this point, which is nice. So that means it's going to be important. You know, we'll be able to make bolder plays later in the game if we still have our hit points. We sensed an opportunity to take out that Tiger there. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to quickly finish him off. But again, we managed to get those shots in without eating any return, and this game is quickly becoming a little bit better now. You sort of just gained the advantage, and the big thing is we've got a lot of map control because we kind of won both sides, and obviously if you get the map control, you're going to be putting the enemy team in an awkward situation, and you're going to go on to win the game if you've got control of the map. More times than not. The Tiger 2 exposed his turret to us in turn, so was able to get the pen, picking up a kill. Now it's at this point I'm sort of thinking, I'm getting itchy feet, and I'm thinking, like, when do I go in for my push to try and get the rest of the damage? I don't want to miss out on any damage. This IS-2 is actually poked. We've got a few shots. We know where the Panther is. If we can get in on that Panther without eating too much damage in return, just going in, we're going to be able to take out that Panther. We're going to be able to out DPM the Panther. The Fun Police has got lit up, so we're going to quickly take care of this tank. And now it's time to go in. It's only 5 tanks left. We can eat a couple off this Panther going in. We know when we get there we're going to be able to out DPM the Panther and take him out. So we can just sit there letting them shoot us and move in and take him out. We're safe underneath this ridge from the rest of the tanks. And now we can just quickly take out this Panther. Like I say, I can just happily go 1 for 1 because I'm going to win this trade-off. I do actually bounce a shot as well. And then we pick up another kill, bringing it down to 2 tanks remaining. And like I say, it was hard fight at the start, but it was important to keep that vision because we ended up getting just under 4,000 assistance. And I think if we had no one in that position, it becomes a lot awkward because you're not spotting the enemy team in the 1-2. It is only this Barras now which is left. Everyone's going for it. We did get a couple in, picked up a little bit more assistance, bringing this over to the 4K mark. And now we're just hoping to get a few more shots in, just try and top off this game and just get the most out of as we can. But I suspect the Tiger 1 has him on the ropes and is probably going to be able to get the kill before we get there. But even so, we're going to keep trying because you never know. Might be able to get an extra shot, maybe get a cheeky kill at the end would be nice. But it's looking like the Tiger's going to be able to actually pick up that kill, and they do. And that brings us an end to the video. So let's just see how we got on the final replay. We got 4 kills, 3,000 damage, 4,000 assistance, high caliber. We got the patrol duty, And yeah, a decent end to the video. Like I say, make sure you leave a comment with your exclamation mark duck and which console you are on and your gamer tag, so you're in for a chance of winning that tank on the giveaway. But as always, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and happy tanking.
Hadouken!